Next question is from April Brinker. My grandmother was French Canadian, and as best I can tell, Charles and I are six cousins.
Hiya, cuz.
I'd love to carry some Quebecois traditions on with my family, but my grandmother is no longer with us. God rest her. Does Charles have any suggestions of cultural or religious French Canadian traditions I can celebrate with my children?
Oh, yes. There are several. First and foremost, I guess April is the girl's name, so it's a mother probably.
Yeah.
On New Year's Eve, before they go to bed, have your husband bless your children. And you know, if, which I hope is not the case, if you don't have a husband around, then you can do it yourself. But
how do you do that? You touch them or?
Yeah. I bless you in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Ghost. Amen. Je te bénis dans le nom du Père, au Père, le Fils et le Saint-Esprit. So, you just, touch to make the sign of the cross over their hands. That's very important. That starts the new year off right, you see, the annual blessing. Candlemas is was a very important feast for the French Canadian. Le Chandeleur. So be sure you go and get a blessed candle and bring it home. And if anybody's sick or if you've got any sort of problems in the home, light that candle. Our cousins in Louisiana would light it during hurricanes. So that's, Candlemas is a big day with us. The Holy Week, of course, Easter, very important days. Our celebration of them isn't too different from that of the other Catholics, but they are very, very important, especially Good Friday. When June comes around, of course, there's two things going on. If you're in a position to make bonfires on St. John's Eve, that was a big deal for us.
Where do you guys do it? On the beach? Where could you do that?
The beach or the mountains.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Or in the middle of Hollywood.
Okay.
On Hollywood Boulevard, we'd get a trash can and set the...
Yeah.
You don't think we did that? We didn't. Anyway, but the 24th of June, the next day, is the Jour de Juin, Saint Jean-Baptiste. St. John the Baptist is like St. Patrick for us. So, what you want to do is learn to make a few of our wonderful French Canadian dishes. I'm thinking here of tourtière, which is the meat pie, croton, which is like a pâté, sort of. Or if you're really lazy, poutine. Now, poutine really is not an ancient dish of ours. It's not. But it's very popular in Quebec now. And what you do is you take French fries, you put brown gravy and cheese curds and bacon and anything else you want. Yes, it'll clear out your arteries. It flushes them out. It does. It's low-cal.
Wow.
You don't believe me? You get that look of disbelief.
I can't believe that dish. That's an interesting concoction, I guess you could say.
Poutine?
Yeah.
It's good for you.
Yeah.
I think I got these chins. They're not implants, these are real.
Oh,
That's
wow,
all I need. Yeah,
really?
no implants. Also, if you've got the ability, game is a great dish for us. The jour de juin, venison, anything like that, if you can get your hands on something like that. The Marian feast days are very, very big. Our Lady of the Assumption, you want to celebrate a lot of flowers, blessing of fruit, things like that. It's actually the French National Day, and it's the Acadian National Day, but we celebrate it too. You come into September, of course, Our Lady's birthday and Holy Cross Day are very, very big. All Saints and All Souls, huge days. If you can make your way to your family cemetery, you want to light a candle on All Saints Night. And if you're lucky enough to go anywhere where they do the Vespers of the Dead, do. For those who aren't aware, in the traditional liturgy of the church. The Vespers on the night of the 1st of November are really amazing because you have the second Vespers of All Saints, and then they go immediately into the Vespers, into the first Vespers of All Souls, the Vespers of the Dead. And you suddenly go from light to dark.
Wow.
It's really amazing. All Souls Day is big, and with us, the whole month of November, the month of the Holy Souls, is a huge, huge thing. Be sure to pray for your dead every day. On All Souls Day, if you can manage it, have a picnic or something in your family plot. If not, well, then don't. Then you're in the back in the build up to Christmas, which is again a big day for us. Although with us, traditionally, we didn't really give out much in the way of gifts on Christmas, but rather the Epiphany, New Year's Day. Some people, St. Nicholas's Day, December 6th. Christmas was more of a strictly religious holiday. But so there you go. Oh, and the Epiphany, be sure that the three kings come. That's very important.
I know a couple people that do that, the gifts exchange, and it kind of on the with the three kings, and it kind of makes sense because they gave gifts to
the Christ child.
Yeah. So, and I like that too because it keeps Christmas with a purely religious connotation. So the big deal is not the presents; it's Christ.
That's right. That's why. Although for some reason, ladies and gentlemen, this is I just remembered this. It slipped by my head. This is not really apropos, save as it touches upon the way we sort of distort Christmas. Japan, prior to World War II, had never celebrated Christmas.
Okay.
Then we invaded, or we didn't invade, we defeated them, and we occupied them. So the Tokyo department stores, seeing these Americans running around and knowing that Americans celebrate Christmas and they buy stuff, and wouldn't it be great to get people to buy stuff and to celebrate Christmas by buying stuff? So in 1945 or 46, all the department stores, I forget which year, started celebrating Christmas with Christmas sales and all this. But the one of them, again, their ideas were a little distorted. Their celebration was highlighted by Santa Claus on a cross.
What? Oops. They just... So I guess something got lost in translation a little bit.
I'll say, got way lost in translation. Santa Claus on a cross, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no!
Yeah,
that's terrible.
Yeah, well, the American authorities had to explain to them that this really was not how it was done.
Oh man!
Well, it's Christian. Santa Claus has to do with Christmas. The cross is Christian. It makes sense.
He killed Santa Claus.
Well, they didn't really think he was dead. He was just sort of on the thing, maybe singing a Christmas carol.
Wow, that is so. What a mixed imagery there. That's.
Yeah, I know. This is the kind of nonsense that's tucked up in here. I've told you there's like a screaming freak show between my ears. I've told you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you know.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Still trying to recover from that. Okay.